Long ago, in the heart of Ibibio land, a terrible famine struck the animal kingdom. The rivers dried, the yam fields withered, and even the sky refused to send rain. Hunger gripped the animals with a fierce hand, and soon the elders of the forest gathered to seek a final solution to this problem. Among them were Ntoginyang, the lion, Ekbang, the elephant, Asuko, the buffalo, and Ikan, the cunning tortoise. Ntoginyang, as king of the forest, spoke first. The earth has turned its back on us, my people, and we can no longer feed on it. To survive, we must make the ultimate sacrifice. Our mothers must be given for us to live. A heavy silence fell upon the council. The idea of sacrificing their mothers, the very ones who gave them life, weighed heavily on their hearts. But what choice did they have? The firemen showed no mercy. Slowly, they all nodded in agreement. However, Ikan, who was known for his sharp mind, was troubled. He shuffled away from the council, his mind racing. That evening, Ikan returned to his frail mother Ikan, who sat by the fire, her eyes wise with age and understanding. My son, I see the burden in your eyes. You plan to outsmart them, don't you? Ikami, you are right. I will not sacrifice you. You are my source of wisdom, and without your knowledge, I am nothing. I will hide you where no one will find you. The next day, the animals gathered, each one bringing their mothers to the clearing by the great Ukbong tree. Ntoginyang, standing tall and proud, nodded solemnly as each animal laid down their mother for the sacrifice. But when it came to Ikan's turn, he appeared empty-handed. Ikan, where is your mother? Ikan's face crumbled in feigned sorrow. Tears flowed freely.
My mother, she passed away last night. I buried her in the hills, too grief-stricken to bring her here. She's gone, Ntoginyang.
The other animals bowed their heads in sympathy, except for Nkoyo, the sharp-eyed hyena, who had always been suspicious of Ikan. Passed away, you say? Ikan, we know your ways. I say we go to these hills and see the grave for ourselves. A murmur of agreement swept through the animals. Ntoginyang, though cautious, commanded Ikan to lead the way. Up the hills they all went, their paws and hooves heavy with suspicion. Ikan led the way to the base of a large ukbong tree, pointing to the soil beneath.
Here lies my beloved mother. Rest in peace, Ikan.
Ntoginyang began to dig, his powerful claws tearing into the earth. But instead of bones or remains, only stones and leaves filled the ground. Gasps erupted from the animals. I knew it. Ikan has deceived us. His mother still lives, Nkoyo said. The animals turned on Ikan, their eyes blazing with fury. Ntoginyang stepped forward, his mane shaking with anger. Ikan, you dare betray our pact? Where is your mother? Ikan, always calm under pressure, smiled slowly and spoke. Great Ntoginyang, I hid my mother, not out of selfishness, but out of wisdom. She carries knowledge that is far more valuable than food. Her guidance will outlast this famine, and when all else is gone, our wisdom will rebuild this land. The animals fell silent, unsure of how to respond. Ikan had not only saved his mother, but justified it with reason they could not argue against. Ntoginyang stared long and hard at Ikan before speaking again. You are clever, Ikan, but remember, deceit never goes unpaid. One day, the forest will call upon you to repay this debt. As the animals left, Ikan stood by the tree, smiling to himself. He had outwitted them all, and his mother's wisdom was safe. And so, the famine passed, as all things do. The forest bloomed again, but the tale of Ikan, the tortoise who saved his mother through cunning and wisdom, lived on. For in Ibibio land, they say, wisdom is greater than any sacrifice. The end.